MongoDB is a popular NoSQL database that is widely used for its scalability, flexibility, and ease of use. However, like any database, MongoDB can be vulnerable to security threats if not properly secured. Here are some best practices to ensure the security of your MongoDB database. Enable authentication. By default, MongoDB does not require authentication, which means anyone with access to the server can access the database. To prevent unauthorized access, enable authentication and create strong passwords for all users. Use SSL encryption. Encrypting data in transit can prevent attackers from intercepting sensitive information. Use SSL encryption to secure communications between the MongoDB server and clients. Limit network access. Restrict network access to the MongoDB server by only allowing trusted IP addresses and disabling remote access. Implement role-based access control. Limit the permissions of each user by implementing role-based access control. Create roles that only allow access to the necessary data and functionality for each user. Keep the database updated. Stay up to date with the latest security patches and updates for MongoDB to protect against known vulnerabilities. Monitor activity. Monitor activity in the database to detect suspicious behavior, such as unauthorized access attempts or changes to data. Backup regularly. Regularly backup your MongoDB database to ensure that you can restore it in case of a security breach or data loss. Use strong passwords. Make sure that all passwords used for accessing the database and its associated accounts are strong and complex. This means that they should be long, contain a mix of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters, and avoid using common phrases or words. Disable unused functionality. MongoDB has many built-in features that are not always necessary for all use cases. Disable any unused functionality to reduce the attack surface and potential vulnerabilities. Monitor and log events. Enable logging for your MongoDB instances and monitor events for any suspicious activity. Logs can be used to detect and investigate security incidents, identify vulnerabilities, and track changes to the database. Use a firewall. Implement a firewall to protect the MongoDB server from external attacks. Use network segmentation to isolate the database from other network resources and limit the number of open ports. Use a dedicated user for administrative tasks. Create a dedicated administrative user with elevated privileges for tasks such as creating backups or performing system maintenance. This user should be separate from regular users and should only be used for administrative tasks. By following these best practices, you can ensure that your MongoDB database is secure and protected from potential security threats.